hundreds of residents in Azanu and neighboring communities received medical screening and care from Nabita Hospital team during the Citi FM and Citi TV outreach. The medical initiative, the third phase of relief efforts, complemented the construction of housing units and livelihood support for those affected by the Akosombo Dam. My colleague Fred Duho has more in this report.
We are setting off from the Nabita Hospital here in Tema, and you see a team of medical experts, doctors, pharmacists, and many others you can think of basically joining our team in that collaboration with Citi FM and Citi TV on a medical outreach. And this is the third leg of our relief efforts to the lower Volta victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage. Do not forget we've already done the donations of food items, and we still continue to do so, and we are equally doing the project in terms of the accommodation for the people in some of the districts that were affected and they've been displaced. Now today largely dedicated to medical outreach, where we are going to check the health of our compatriots who are in the Volta region. Largely, we are going to about 3 good locations. We have over 40 doctors and medical experts on board, and we are going to embark on this trip this morning to ensure that the health needs of those people who were largely affected by the flooding incident are catered for. Now we have the general manager of Citi FM and Citi TV with us this morning, Bernard Avle, coordinating affairs alongside the operations manager being OJ on the field, and other colleagues who are going to go to other locations. Now we have some of them here who we would want to start engaging to find out from them what their expectations are, what they hope to do at the end of the day. Hello there, good morning and welcome to Citi News.
Thank you.
Your full name?
Nana Maijam.
What really informed your decision to be a part of this outreach?
You see, giving back to society is one of the things. It's very nice when you see people happy. So, as being part of Nabita, it's a privilege actually to join and be able to share to the community what Nabita is having and the good things in Nabita.
Which of the aspects or which role are you going to play on the field?
I'm a pharmacy technician, so I'm going to dispense the drugs to the people. Yes. Thank
you very much for speaking to us. And here you see the drugs or the medical items being packed. We have water on board. We have other things that you can think of. All of them are well dressed in their volunteer shirts, basically because today we are all volunteering to attend to our brothers and sisters that were largely affected by the flooding. Bernard, I realize you are quite busy this morning coordinating affairs, but tell us, what is the purpose for today's outreach?
So, as you know, we went to the Keta and Anglo area a couple of weeks ago to do a donation. And one of the things we do when we go is to speak to people on the ground. And we noticed a very important health need. Some of the hospital facilities have been flooded. There was a sanitation challenge. Drinking water was polluted. So, the City Relief decided to engage the local health authorities in Anglo and Keta to discuss what was possible. And they said, look, a medical mission will be welcome to provide support for them because they are getting overwhelmed. So we are basically moving to Anyako in the Keta district, which will take off Kungu and Seva. And we're also going to we call it Azau and Agobledokui, this is in the Anglo area, to work with a team of over 70 medical personnel here and join their local team to do medical outreach. So basically we're going to do tests, we're going to examine people. We've already been told the kind of conditions there. I'm sure when you speak to Tony, he'll give you the insights into that. But we're going to be there the whole day to provide medical relief and also to donate some of the medical items we've received, because as you know, some of the things that were brought to us are things that hospitals need. So we will be donating to the 2 health directorates there today. So that's the plan for the day. From
the onset, I realized we're moving with food, other items that people needed, alongside medical experts. Now this time we are doing this isolated from the other 2 other projects like the infrastructure and the donation of relief items. What really informed the decision to go now solely for medical outreach and not go with food and other things like we saw from the onset?
So you know, when you start when it's an emergency, you respond first. And when you respond, the first thing you do is give people relief. Now, when you give the relief and you engage the people, now they tell you and you see what the real condition is. So the first time we went to the medical team and also relief items. But the medical team advised that, look, medical team needs time to work. You don't want to be encumbered by the relief effort. So we decided to split the two. The relief effort goes separately. So remember when we went to Blekusu, we went to Anyako, and we went to Galosota. We went just purely to do relief. We've also started the rebuild phase, as you know. So the medical outreach is like a third leg of what we do, where after engaging with the community and understanding the needs, speaking to the health leadership, then you decide to rally. One of the things we have is rallying power. Nabita is a big hospital. They have over 55 medical personnel joining our team. So over 70 people are going to the communities. So I think if you spend time on the medical relief solely, it gives you the focus to do a thorough job. And then you can also then properly hand over the people you've examine to the local team to continue treatment, you give them medication. That's the kind of thing we're trying to do.
From day one till now, we've done this in collaboration with our cherished listeners and viewers. What kind of support are we getting this time around on the medical outreach?
Oh my God, amazing. So, as you said rightly, almost all the medicine that we're sending, we brought from our side, because we got donations from the pharmaceutical manufacturers, from NS chemists, from a number of health institutions, too many to mention. So medicine is not something you just go and distribute to people. You have to work with the medical team to administer, and then you go to the hospitals and give. So you realize that once you get that level of medicine, you don't add it to the relief package. The relief package is mattresses, blankets, food, water, and all those things. But medical things are very different. So the medical wing of the relief is more specialized.
I can't really commend you enough for the good work you've been doing so far at the managerial level. But the question is, have you been sleeping from day one till now? I've realized that you've been moving in and out of Volta region.
No,
and you've been assessing things yourself.
Fred, this is what you see. Journalists are just not people who narrate problems. Yeah. There's also something called solutions journalism. We've done this thing for almost 19 years at Citi. So if an opportunity comes to show a difference, don't forget, media has rallying power. It's called convening power. The amount of support we've gotten, not many people can get that. And it is a responsibility that has been placed on us to lead in the community. So we have to do that. So it's part of our job. We're going to do it.
And by leading this morning, the team is going and showing the way from the Citi FM and Citi TV, heading to these 3 or 4 locations to administer medical relief, as said by the general manager of Citi FM and Citi TV. This is going to be your first time on a Citi program like this, right?
Most definitely.
Oh, wow, welcome on board.
Thank you very
much. What are
your
expectations?
My expectations is to touch life, because since it's been a couple of weeks now since the people got affected by the flood waters from the dam spillage, and from the images we've seen on TV and social media, it's a bit disheartening and disturbing. So as we are going out there today to reach out to them medically, I'm looking out to touch lives, like I said earlier on, because this is a humanitarian project. So we need to touch lives, help them as much as we can, attend to their primary health needs, and then fix the ones we can fix. And then moving forward, where there need to be referrals, we work on that and then give them the appropriate health care they need.
Let's just do a snap check on all the buses to see how prepared they are to move. And let's see if we can. Okay, Tony is sharing some message. Let's get that message.
We all want to be humble. We want to respect the people we talk to. We want to be friendly. I'm sure the bachelors here, maybe you meet some nice ladies there, and then you bring them home. And then exactly, a work plan, and what's the other, the fish? Abolo and 1,000. So we are representing the Citi team. We need to listen. We need to be patient. We need to just put into practice all our ethics. So at the end of the day, we make a big mark. Nice one. There will be follow-ups. The follow-ups means that when we are done, we are not alone. The local folks will join us, as in the local district health colleagues. And then they will do follow-ups. Hopefully, maybe we can do follow-ups later and see how some essential or important patients we picked up are doing. So please, you are welcome. Feel at home. It's a teamwork, and I'm sure at the end of the day, we'll be happy and we'll do this again and again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Nabita team, are you ready? Are you ready? Well, so that is a team of medical experts that are embarking on this trip with us. Their team lead has given them the insights as to what the whole exercise is about, and the bus is already full. So we are moving to the next bus, and here you have it also getting set to move. So largely we are ready to set sail, and this is what the trip is all about. Now let's embark on this trip and bring you all the sights and sounds on this very journey of the medical outreach, the third leg of the city relief efforts for the people of the Volta region and any other place affected by the Akosobo Dam spillage. Now gone off the main road and headed to Agobledokwi on a very bumpy road that is leading to a community that is also totally affected by the devastation or the spillage from the Akosobo Dam. Now we're moving with a team of volunteers who are medical experts from the Nabita hospital in Tema, and on this dusty road they are all bracing the odds, looking forward to giving their very best to the community folks and then ensuring that they give them the very best care in terms of medication, and also attend to them and give them referrals where they need be. Now the stretch is so bad and terrible to the extent that almost everyone is shaking in these bars. Now the stretch is almost, we've covered almost more than 3 kilometers already from the main road, and we do not know how long it is, but we are still anticipating to get to our destination, and the time check now is 10:38 a.m. on the dot on a Saturday morning, where these volunteers would have been going to either weddings, some would have been attending to their families, and others having a rest. But for the love of Citi and the people of the Volta region, they've all decided to be part of this outreach today, which is the third leg of all that we've been doing over the period. We've gotten to the very first destination, which is Azanu Central MAJHS, and we're going to make do with the premises of this school compound, where you see a number of volunteers bringing out the medical supplies, taking it to arrange properly, and then begin the day's work. These are the very things you've asked us to come and do, and we are basically here on the field today to deliver just that to the affected victims.
So please guys, the floor is registration, vitals, lab, consultation, and then pharmacy out. Sorry? You'll be outside. After the pharmacy, you are next to the pharmacy, so get a table and sit there.
And that is how interesting it is when they are able to turn a whole classroom into a temporary hospital where people are going to come to receive some level of medical care. And you see the volunteers moving helter-skelter, trying as much as possible to put everything in order.
Eyi Dr. Mote nkwa ogano egba opele washia lekin sesela la meke vano
ni yikwenya nkunya klanya shia klanya lia yikwenya do nanaka bla gokwo ye khomo ava kutahana ko wo kroma ikoji
nuke na khoramu
magri for me chigara zako yuko ofom kaya mamia galesha ha ni ha bara gamu mesha
ta ayo wona na makobe adachi ha duduma nkuma no
nke jona na ma to mo no nu bla ni ona lo kinyata ya ma no jifa ala ba Mahona Pobonia. Mufuto Mofodi. Your mamma, you. You quit when your dada guys you could support him. The animal a room for you for them and not your fat. Men and a kayo, come a book walking.
What she's been saying is that she is crying basically because when she thinks about life and the fact that she has no help coming through for her to get the opportunity to see again, and for her dislocated hand to equally be fixed, and she thinks about life generally, she cries.
Still on our relief efforts for the Volta region, there was a similar medical outreach exercise at Anyako. Richard Delasky led that team and has filed this following report.
It's just after midday here in the Volta region of the Republic of Ghana. My name is Richard Delasky, and we currently are in Anyako in the Keta municipality of the Volta region. We were here about 2 weeks or so ago to provide relief items to the devastated people of this particular community. We're talking about Anyako, Kongu, and Seva. These are the three communities heavily devastated as a result of the release of excess water from the Akosombo Dam. Their homes completely submerged in some cases partially submerged, and they have been living inside their homes regardless of the flooding situation in their respective homes. Today we are back here after telling their story on television and on radio. We are back here to do a medical outreach, and we have a strong team of about 54 or so medical professionals from the Nabita clinic or hospital inside Tema, who are supporting us together with some other medical staff to carry out a medical outreach here. You can see behind me many town folks who have been sitting here since morning waiting for our team to arrive here and do the needful, which is to what? Provide critical medical assistance that will restore their health, at least for the time being. Let me call in now the assemblyman for this particular community, Wisdom Saru Sade.
My people, I can see most of them, because of the devastation from the flood, are suffering. You can see some people suffering from skin diseases, some people maybe due to trauma and things, BP issues are coming because of the environment, stagnant water all over the place. You see that breeding mosquitoes, so they are also suffering from malaria. And so for you to be here for this program, I think at the end of the day, it will help to alleviate the suffering of my people.
So as we speak, I can see the assemblyman for this area helping an elderly woman to move slowly to the stations where the medical professionals are, giving attention to patients who are here to receive care. So a plastic chair has been given to her, and she just slowly sat down. We can see various stations properly lined up underneath the shades of one of the classroom blocks in this particular compound. But let me take you to the very beginning of the stations that we have here. I'll start from where we have a basin or a container for washing hands, and my tour guide will help me understand why exactly the place has been arranged the way it's been arranged. So, sir, where are we presently?
Presently, we are at the starting point where we are advising our clients or patients or the town people to come first of all wash their hands to ensure there's no cross infection. Then from there we move on to our registration table that you see over there.
Let's first of all move to the registration table to know what exactly is going on there. Hello. Ago. Hello, leke mami, leke fonama.
Mo fo
Akpa. O kugbo ho a.
Mo kuku nyanya volunteer mwenye na facility ala kutafia.
Oh, I see volunteer enye. Oh, I see
nkwenye charity segbefia.
Charity segbefia. So charity segbefia is a member of this particular community, basically telling us that she is volunteering to support the efforts that we are doing here.
Right now we are at the registration table. Usually when you go to a health facility, you know what they do is they register take your details first. So that's what we've improvised here, a registration table where we are giving them unique codes and we are taking their name, age and sex on this table. So that's what you can see the nurses are doing over on this table.
So let's go to the next station. So this is the vital signs table.
Yes, please.
And what are they doing here specifically?
For the vital signs specifically, what we are doing is just their blood pressure, checking their blood pressure and also their weight.
Okay, why is this important?
Oh, this is very important in triage system. It gives us a basic idea of what they are going through or how their body is before we move on to know what other medication, whatever care we are supposed to provide for them.
Okay, and I noticed that an elderly woman is climbing onto something. What is that?
Oh, that's a scale.
That's a scale?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me talk to the beautiful madam who is at this table and manning this particular table. Earlier I saw an elderly woman climb onto the scale. Why is that necessary?
We check the weight so that the weight we compare with the age, and that will tell us if there is something wrong, that we have to do something about it or leave it like that.
And for how long have you been working as a nurse or midwife?
In fact, I'm on retirement now.
You are on retirement, so you've done it for so many. Thank you so much. And what inspired you to join us on this mission?
Oh, listening to what was going on with the spillage, I felt no, I have to come and give my quota to what is going on. That was why.
That's beautiful. May God bless you.
Amen.
So we have moved to yet another station, and my tour guide will tell me exactly where we are presently. Hello, sir.
All right. Back again, we are at our mini lab that we've created, and over here, what we are looking out for is malaria. We have some malaria antigen tests that we are using to check, and we also have glucose strips that we are using to check their blood glucose. We are using our rapid diagnosis tests available as simple as we can to get any diagnosis that we can get from the complaints that they are having, so that we can make treatments.
Let me speak to the handsome young man who is here. So far, what have you seen with the people?
So far, the people we've received, we see that most of the blood sugars are normal. We haven't started with the malaria test yet, but we have normal blood sugar levels.
They are not as high.
Not alarming as yet.
Is that good news?
That's good news. That's very good news.
You can understand that because a good number of the youth of this particular community have vacated the township entirely. They have moved on to other parts of the country and probably outside the country in search of greener pastures. So the people you see here largely are the elderly, people in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, their 80s, their 90s. And as we speak, our staff are helping an old lady.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mommy, like your phone number.
From how my phone.
Oh, number nana food now. Inki food no ba.
Yeah, koko tana.
Oh, koko.
Nyali. Nyamagata zo ma jonyo. Ba shibu gwado katoviem. Na do dang na. Ba jiba de ma puno da machine di. Okay. Ayi ma wo palo tsa. Ma bunyamo la hima ni do ma joy. Ma bunyamo kata.
Akbar. So basically she's there Jakpasu, Mrs. Jakpasu or Madame Jakpasu telling me that about the expectation she has that she will be treated. She tells me that she has what the people call a troubling head, and then also severe body aches and some other parts of her body quite facing some difficulty. Let me now speak to the elderly man actually, who was the first to come. Okay.
bala nya fogata na huzu anu anya adukomna eta no dwem mota como va fiaro.
Oh, okay. So the name is Klu Segbefia. He tells me that about 15 or so days ago, he had a hernia operation, and it was successful. But ever since, he's been having severe body itches and aches here and there, and he thought that he could come here and receive the much-needed care that would ensure that he is able to live a normal life. We are getting into an enclosed space at this point, which appears to be the last part one, section of the stations we have here.
This is also another consortium we have here.
Okay.
And can see our 2 prescribers on the table who are working, who are attending to our patients.
Okay.
Here, or our clients.
Okay. Clearly, this is a client in severe pain.
In severe pain.
Yeah, it looks like something is wrong with her.
Yeah.
And she's in severe pain. Oh, this is a very, very disturbing one.
Yeah.
So, why is this behind the screen, though?
Just to like for people not to see directly outside. These people are concealed from the door, so just to block the door space. Oh. That's why we screen these people here, not because of their condition. Yes, please.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I can see one of your patients is in severe pain. What could be the problem?
Okay, so she came with headache, abdominal pain, joint pains, and also I asked them to do our digital test for malaria, and it came out positive. So I come to treat her for malaria. That's what is causing the pain she's having all over. And that. Yeah.
So. Yeah, that has been the tour in this particular enclosed space, which is a consulting room with a number of stations in there. I guess we are done with the first phase of the tour,
yes,
which is the last phase, the second and last phase. Yeah, so tell us, where are we at the moment?
Right now, like we are at our pharmacy.
This is your pharmacy?
This is our pharmacy.
Wow. Yes, I can see the inscription pharmacy written boldly.
Yes, please.
On a white card or a white sheet of paper.
Yes,
so what's happening here? Well, we know that pharmacy, that's where you keep drugs.
That's where we keep drugs. That's where we give drugs.
So tell me, what's happening here?
So this pharmacy we see over here. So per the prescriber's judgment or whatever diagnosis they make and whatever medication they prescribe, they come here to our pharmacy. Then they are given those medications.
Well, let me talk to the pharmacist. What kinds of medications do you have here, and which of them are you dispensing often?
Okay, so based on the prescriptions that come, we are seeing a lot of antihypertensives here. Then there are some cough syrups, anti-malarials also here. For the children, we have paracetamol syrup, brufen syrup, and then also multivitamins. And then there are some antibiotics too.
Oh, okay. Is there a reason why you are doing a lot of hypertensive medicines?
Yes, unfortunately, our settings, yes, is a huge risk factor. Yes, so most of and then looking at the age of the individuals who are coming, the elderly, most of them are hypertensive. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we have some anti-diabetics too. Yeah,
we have had a thorough tour of the various stations that are helping to provide medical relief for people in distress in this decimated community with so many homes underwater, with so many people having to count their losses, with so many people living in homes which homes are either completely flooded or partially flooded. We have come to the end of the tour here. Your final comments?
Thank you, Richard. My final comment is we also want to thank our sponsors and Citi FM for such an opportunity, for we also coming on board to support and come to the aid of these very people. As you went on, you can see some people were in pain. Truly, they needed our help, and we are here today volunteering. So we just want to thank everyone who came on board to support us.
Thank you so much. So that was the tour. We have been speaking to doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and physician assistants about the conditions that they are dealing with, how they are dealing with them, and what likely impact their interventions will have in the lives of the people who are here to receive critical care. We've spoken to patients who have told us their own conditions and how they are hoping that by the end of the day, when they walk out of here with medicine bags that they are taking home, most likely healing will find them. Richard Delaskai, Anyako.